A couple relocates to Los Angeles to start their life. But sometimes it is not easy to leave your past behind. This is how the new life of this couple turns into a nightmare. 20 years later, when an old friend walks into their lives with a mysterious gift and a qualifying secret. We are talking about a psychological thriller movie, The Gift. Directed by Joel Edgerton, this is his first directorial debut movie. This is one of the most interesting movies. This movie will keep you at the end of the interstate, and its ending will also keep you thinking. Simon is a bully since school time who can hurt anyone in order to be successful in life. Simon present works in a security information company that can secure anyone's information. Simon's wife Robyn was a famous interior designer. Due to her miscarriage, she goes into a lot of disturbance and stress. That's why she starts taking prescriptions for stress, which further affects her body. That's why Simon moves from Chicago to Los Angeles to start a new life with his wife, so that she can make a fresh start, and hopefully this time Robyn can deliver a successful pregnancy. Simon asks Robyn to quit her job so that her health remains good during pregnancy. Gordo Mosley was Simon's schoolmate and was a victim of Simon's bullishness. Simon gave Gordo a lot of trouble at school. He even gave him the nickname, Gordo the Weirdo. The movie begins with Simon and Robyn shopping for their new home in a showroom. That's where he meets Gordon. Both share their contact details with each other. Meanwhile, while making the payment, Simon shares his delivery address with the cashier, which Gordon overhears means that Gordon now knows his home address. Both meet here as good schoolmate. Gordon doesn't show any grudge here for what Simon did to him back in school. Although both are schoolmates, they are not so good that they plan to meet sometime. After this first meeting, Gordon frequently starts coming to Simon's house without informing him. All this seems strange and odd to Simon and Robyn. They also wonder how he came to know their address. Gordon visits their house for the first time on the pretext of sharing the contact details of the plumber and other helpers. And the second time he decorates their small pond with fish, that too without telling them. He even gifts her a bottle of expensive champagne to welcome her. On the pretext of seeing the house, he also explores Robyn's house with her permission, and in the same way, invites himself for dinner at Simon's house. Gordon invites both of them to his house for dinner. Simon decides that he will finally tell him at dinner that he doesn't like him coming to his house. Both visit his house for dinner and are very impressed to see his house. Gordon gets an urgent call during dinner and leaves for 5 minutes. This strikes Simon and Robyn as strange, as how could anyone leave a stranger alone in the house? The two explore the house and discover some of Gordon's secrets. After exploring the house, they find that Gordon is married and has a child. Meanwhile, Simon begins to suspect that Gordon might be interested in Robyn. That's why he is doing all this. Simon starts making fun of Gordon behind his back. When Gordon returns, Simon confronts him and asks him to confess about his profession. Gordon tells him that this house actually belongs to his wife, and there is some trouble going on between the two. That's why she is living somewhere else with the child. After experiencing all these odd situations, Simon bluntly tells Gordon that he should deal with his life troubles, and not that they should bother by coming to their house. Simon leaves after warning Gordon to stop coming to his house. This probably makes Gordon angry. The next day, Robyn finds dead fish at her house, and their pet dog has also disappeared. Simon feels that Gordon is behind all this. That's why Simon goes to Gordon's house, and there he learns the truth about Gordon. That he is just a driver of that house, and that house belongs to his boss. Because he is a driver, he has the key to the garage. Similarly, he is able to access the house through the back door. On further investigation, it also comes to know that he is unmarried. When Gordon's boss comes to know about all this, he fires Gordon. On the other hand, there is no strong evidence against Gordon of a dog kidnapping. That's why Simon is not able to impose any charge on him. Meanwhile, Robyn starts becoming paranoid. She feels as if someone is following her. She starts taking stress again, and that's why she steals prescriptions from her neighbor's house to ease the stress. One night, suddenly her pet dog returns. And the very next morning she gets Gordon's apology letter. He has written an important message in this letter. Let bygone be bygone. That is, what has passed is past. Even after so many years, he was ready to forget everything and he had no bad intentions. Robyn finds Gordon's statement. Bygones be bygones. Strange. She starts thinking, why would he say this? Robyn is still feeling paranoid. She starts having dreams now that maybe someone is following her. And somewhere in Robyn's mind, Gordon's bygones be bygones thing is still missing. Why would he want to say so unless there is something hidden behind it? She even faints at one point while working in the kitchen. Simon thinks it all happened because of her taking the prescription again. Simon explains to her that it is all her illusion. She has to forget this experience and start a new one. After some time, Robyn got pregnant, and during this time glimpses Gordon again while shopping. When Gordon's thought comes to her mind again, she inquires about Gordon from Simon and Gordon's mutual friend, Greg. How was the friendship between the two during their school days? Robyn learns that Simon was a bully since school. He once spread a rumor in school that Gordon is gay. He has also molested a schoolboy. This news makes Gordon infamous in the school. Hearing this, Gordon's father tried to burn him alive, due to which he was jailed. Gordon's life was almost destroyed because of Simon. And maybe that's why he could never move forward in life. During this investigation, she also learns that Simon had secretly done a background check on Gordon, to know all about him. At the same time, Robyn also gets Danny McDonald's background verification file, but she ignores it. We will come to know further why Simon has made a file against his colleague Danny. Knowing all this, Robyn now loses faith in Simon. Robyn confronts Simon and clearly explains to him that if he wants to continue the relationship, so he has to apologize to Gordon first. Until he apologizes to him, her stress will not reduce. Simon apologizes to Gordon in order to maintain the relationship. But according to Gordon, it is too late to do it, and that's why he does not accept his apology. This enrages Simon and he hits him and threatens to never appear in front of his family again. Simon goes home and lies to Robyn that Gordon has accepted his apology. A month passes for all of them, and their life becomes normal now. Simon gets a promotion and throws a party at his house for his office colleague. Meanwhile, Danny throws stones at his house to disturb his party. Danny does the face-off and claims Simon. That Simon presented fabricated false records against him, due to which the company fired him. That's why Simon got the promotion. He is talking about the same file that Robyn once found in Simon's drawer. Simon did all this so that he could get a promotion, not Danny. Now his colleague and Robyn come to know about this. Robyn realizes that her husband will do anything for success. Meanwhile, Robyn's water breaks, and she is admitted to the hospital. Simon receives an update from his office that he has been fired. To falsely frame Danny, Robyn also leaves him. Because of these two shocks, he breaks down. That's when he gets some gifts from Gordon, and this is where the major plot of the movie is revealed. Simon gets a key and 2 CDs from those gifts. Simon learns that the key belongs to his house. Here Gordon is making the point that he always had access to their house. This means that who knows when and how many times he secretly came to their house. The second gift consists of an audio CD containing the same recording of Simon teasing Gordon during dinner. It is to the point that Gordon kept his eye on both. There is a video CD in the third gift, and he is shocked to see this. It is seen in this video that Gordon kept an eye on him from his own house. That is, with the help of that key, he used to secretly come to their house and also used to film them secretly. Here it becomes clear that whenever Robyn used to have a feeling that there is someone in her house, he was none other than Gordon, which means Robyn was not paranoid. All this was not her illusion. It was Gordon who was coming to the house secretly. The next video also has those scenes where Robyn faints, and he is secretly seen in the mask with a drink bottle. This means Gordon had mixed something in her drink due to which she fainted. The video further shows Gordon sexually molesting Robyn. Before doing anything further, he cuts the video. From this, Simon starts to guess only one thing: maybe Gordon did something with Robyn. Maybe raped her. Confusion sets in his mind that the child that Robyn had is Simon's and Gordon's. Gordon calls Simon and reminds him of what he did to him at school. If Simon wanted, he could have stopped that rumor in the school itself, but he did not do so. And that's what Simon wants to hear today. Gordon hasn't done anything to Robyn that he fears. Gordon deliberately puts Simon in confusion that he may or may not have done it. Now he will have to live in this confusion, and the movie ends here. The ending of the movie is also confusing for the audience. His condition of Simon today is entire because of Gordon. Did Gordon really do something to Robyn? And how did Danny know that Simon fabricated his profile? Did Gordon have a hand here too so that Simon gets fired from his company? This mystery movie is not revealed till the end. At least Gordon succeeds in playing with Simon's mind about whether Gordon is the father of Robyn's child or not. But in reality, whatever it is, Robyn ultimately becomes a victim between these two. Even if Simon does a DNA test, let's say Simon is the father of Robyn's child. Even then nothing much will change in Simon's life, because Robyn already left him. And on the other hand, if Gordon is the father, then his life will become even more miserable. In either case, Robyn cannot be told about this video footage of Gordon, because this will make Robyn hate Simon even more. The alternate ending of this movie was that Gordon would not have raped Robyn, and he maintains Simon is confused that maybe he did, or maybe he didn't. The title of the movie was earlier decided as The Weirdo, but due to some strategic marketing it was changed to The Gift. Gift in German means poison, which is a very suitable title because Gift in this movie leads to killing in their married life.